everybody. This is Claude Diamond with my good friend Henry Serrano. And Henry has the deal of the week. Henry, let me just turn it over to you. You did a phenomenal little deal this week. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's just a small deal, Claude, that I do with my marketing. I do these month in and month out. Real simple. Basically, what I do is I send out letters to individuals who are delinquent on their taxes.
Okay.
Pretty much their vacant lands.
What kind of letter is this? Is a letter you designed?
Yeah, it was a letter I designed. Very simple. The way that I do it is I have a nice ivory color envelope. And what I do on that is essentially, I'll run it through my laser printer. But one of the key things that I do is I go out and I go to the post office and I get an actual stamp. Not just those forever stamps, but sometimes I'll get the stamp of the month, whether it's during Easter or maybe it's a baseball, heritage stamp or Babe Ruth or something like that, something unique. Just through my testing through mailers and stuff, my open rate's a lot higher when I tend to use those types of stamps.
Exactly. So, and how many of these do you mail out usually? You do your backyard, you do national, statewide, what do you do?
Claude, I do it national, but the whole key thing that you need to be is you need to be consistent. And whether you're mailing out 25 a week, 50 a week, or 100, you need to stay consistent with it. And that's been the key thing, is I've just been consistent mailing out 50 to 100 a week.
Okay, I'm going to ask a big favor of you. Is there
Sure.
a way that if I set up a link in this video today, is there a way people could see a copy of your letter and the envelope and stuff like that? Am I asking too much?
No, that's fine. I can show them a copy of the letter and the envelope, real basic envelope. I can send you the stamps that I use and everything. So real simple. The key thing is I use an ivory color envelope. It's not that typical white. So it's a very nice linen, 24-pound, type of envelope and letter that I use.
Quality. It feels good. Has that textile feel. So tell us about this deal. How much? How you found it? How much did you make? First of all, I always like that part.
I mean, it's not a lot, but they're great little paychecks. I mean, I cleared out roughly close to $3,000.
And how much time did you put in to do this deal?
Oh, probably maybe about 2 hours at the most.
And you consistently do a lot of these little deals, and at the end of the month, they add up to a great deal of money, don't they?
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's the thing I try to do is you try to do 4 or 5 of these a month, real simple, very simple deals that I do, month in and month out.
Now, this deal, you hardly put in any time. Didn't you tell me you just got an email from the buyer or the seller and the money was being wired or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing about it, and this is the thing too, your buyer doesn't necessarily need to be right where that property's at. The way that I basically got this buyer actually was through Craigslist. The buyers actually live in Dubai, and even though he's a U.S. citizen, he works in Dubai, and just happened to come across, and he's invested in real estate, and he wanted something in that area.
So let's take it kind of from the beginning again.
Sure. Basically, like I did is when I sent my letter out, the seller basically lived in New Jersey.
Okay.
The property was in Florida. He owned it for 20 years, was going to plan to build on it, never did, and was just tired of paying the property taxes. And so I ended up, basically with my closing costs and everything, ended up only paying him about $500 total out of my pocket. And ended up listed it on Craigslist within a week. I got the buyer there from Dubai, saw it on Craigslist, made an offer for $3,500, and that's what I put it in there for Craigslist and sold it.
Oh my gosh! So you're in California. You're dealing with a guy in Dubai with a property in
Florida.
And
the seller living in New Jersey.
I love it. I love it. So you're doing this all from your home through your computer and the telephone and the cell phone.
As you can see right here, I mean, I've got my mirror in the background, my fireplace, and real simple. Don't have the real expensive overhead. You keep it, I put everything into my marketing. That's the key thing that you want to do.
So this is great. So you do these consistently, and you use the online marketing tools, Craigslist. You use your special letter on the property. You target people who are in default, you said?
Yeah, who haven't paid their taxes, in a while, so it's a real simple list to obtain.
And where does someone attain a list like that?
Claude, you can either obtain them online from list companies or you can get them directly from the county. So that's another thing you can do.
That's right. Yeah. And in California, that's pretty easy, isn't it?
Oh, it's fairly easy.
Yeah. I know I've done it in San Diego, and I'm back here in Colorado, and I can go right online and get a lot of that stuff, which is great. Well, thank you so much for what a motivating story, and how good for you to do these deals so simply, without a lot of fuss, without the bank, without the realtors, without lawyers and things like that. You just did it. You just did this so easy, and you can do this consistently. Why can't anyone do this?
That's right. In today's market, too. That's the key thing.
Well, that's great, Henry. Thanks a lot for sharing your story with us. You are our deal of the week. And if someone wants to get hold of this information, they just got to click on the link, or I'll put some way to access that information.
Yep.
Take care. Thank you.